Okay friends, let's do a what's in my bag as well as a close-up of some of those pieces I want to share with you, such as the wear, the strap, the heat stamp, date code, all that good stuff. Hey everyone, welcome. Today we are checking out a Louis Vuitton Menilmontant. This crossbody is a really interesting one that is discontinued and I want to share it with you. All right, friends, so today we're checking out the Louis Vuitton Menilmontant, and this crossbody has a couple interesting points that I'm excited to share with you, and I think it's going to really bring some clarification to this bag that you just don't know until you try it or see it. Today I wanted to share with you the MM size. This does have a couple different variations when you get in the different sizes that sometimes we see in handbags and sometimes we don't, but this one actually has a little bit of a difference when you go to the MM size opposed to the PM. So one of the things I want to share with you first off that we're going to talk about that's different is the back. I love this feature on this bag because it's a little bit different than we normally see on some of these handbags. So a lot of times we see a pouch or a compartment or an opening where you can put like your phone, your keys, or your wallet, whatever you want to stick in there. This one is different because it has that zip closure. And I really like the size on this one. I think you will as well. It has a nice amount of room to where you actually could put your phone, keys, and wallet all in there at the same time if you wanted to. And you get that additional privacy of the zip closure. This is such a game changer, friends, because like I said, a lot of them don't have that option for the zip closure. And not only that, this is such a good size. So I will show you later what can fit in here and how that fits, but I really love that it's also on the back side. So you have additionally that privacy when you're carrying it, it's up close to you. And then if you need to access those items, it's really, really simple to just get in there and do that. I really love that option, and this is only on the MM and not on the PM size. And like I said, it's just a really great option. A couple things I want to cover with you today. I did get one. This is a pre-loved one, and I want to share with you some of the points of wear that we see on this bag just throughout. It happens all the time, and I want to share that with you. So while we're talking about the back, we'll just go back to that and cover it real quick. We have these 2 points of wear that we see. So this is a couple things happening and why we're seeing this on this handbag particularly. And it's like I said, it's mainly on the back. You can see it a little bit on the front. You have it with the closure, which we'll talk about in just a moment, but also that it can rub against where you're wearing it, in addition to it opening. So you kind of have a couple of the perfect storm happening right here with that. You can request by Louis Vuitton to get it repaired, or you could seek a cobbler or somebody that is trained and knows how to work on that. So that is something we see and it's really common. So if it happened to your bag or you're looking to purchase one that has that, just know that that is really, really common, and we do see that a lot on this piece. But if we want to move forward to the front, let's talk about another great feature this bag has that is just so wonderful. And that is the magnetic closure. This bag actually features a magnetic closure. The PM one does have one magnet in the middle, as to where this one has the double magnet closure, which allows you to use this bag and just with ease. Honestly, it works so well. But when we go back, let's go back to that piece of wear. There we go. So you can see it. So this piece of wear, like I said, it's on just that strip. It's not quite piping, but the edging, because the flap can open so wide, or just how it opened, that is super common as well. So as we see on both sides, that just happens. But let's talk about the inside, because I love this interior, you guys. This is so easy and user-friendly. Let's just go with user-friendly. This is such a user-friendly bag, and it's so perfect for every day and some and mom bag, depending on which size you go with. But I love these pockets. These pockets on the front are so easy to use. If you need something that your lipstick, or you want to put in, a little toy for your child, just something in the pocket that you want to grab and know where it is, this makes it very, very easy. Not only that, we see the main compartment has plenty of room for all those other items that you need to keep in there. And then, just to make it that much better, we also see this back zipping compartment. So let's see if we can check out how big that one is. So that one actually is a smidge smaller than the one on the back, but you still have plenty of room. So you have all these options on how to organize the bag, you want it laid out, and I really, really love that. I think you guys are gonna enjoy this piece. So let's go ahead and check out a what's in my bag. We'll talk about where to find the heat stamp and date code. Again, this one might be a little bit tricky, but I want to share with you where to find it if you need to locate it on your bag. And we're going to do a try on. And this one actually today, friends, is pretty interesting. So you're not going to want to miss the try on of this bag, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay friends, let's do a what's in my bag as well as a close-up of some of those pieces I want to share with you, such as the wear, the strap, the heat stamp, date code, all that good stuff. Let's check out the front first. So the first heat stamp we see on this bag is right on the front flap. This bag does actually have 2 heat stamps, so to locate the other one, you would go inside. There's a front compartment right here, front pouch, and it's going to be right there. Now for the date code, friends, please be careful with your bag. I don't want you to rip stitching or anything, but it's actually going to be right here. A good way to locate that is to kind of run your finger along the seam and see if you can feel the little leather tab. Let's see if you can see it. It's so little, right there, right there. And you just have to be careful not to pull your stitching and pull too hard. Wallets are particularly hard, but some of the bags have it placed right along the stitching line at the top, and actually you can risk ripping that or pulling that. So just be really aware when you're doing that. A couple other things I want to share with you is a close-up of what I was talking about for the wear on these bags. So we have that little corner where it folds, and it just tends to happen. I've owned quite a few of these, and I've seen plenty on the pre-loved market that this is just something that happens. You have that flap and the way it closes, and so you can actually see it on the front as well. But generally what you see is the top to the back on that wear and tear on the bag. Like I said, you can, reach out to Louis Vuitton or a cobbler to have that repaired, but that's just kind of what can happen over, the use of time. Before we do what's in my bag as well, I want to share this back compartment with you guys because it is so fabulous. This is such a great option this bag has that we just don't see on a lot of crossbodies, and I really, really love it. I love that it adds the additional privacy with the zipper pocket, that it's a great size. As you can tell, the entire back of the bag is that pocket, and I really like that. The other thing I want to note for you guys real quick, and we'll talk more about this on the try-on, this bag's adjustability and length. So this will be posted in the description below for you guys because this is really important on this bag, honestly. Like I said, this is the MM size, not the PM. So it is a little bit different on length. You have a few adjustments here. And like I've said before, I'm 5'5", and this bag on me is pretty long. I have it on the shortest setting, almost the second from the shortest, and it is still pretty long. So I'm going to share that with you on the try-on. Without further ado though, let's check out what fits in this bag. All right, for starters, let's get started with some of the essentials. So for the essentials, you guys know this toiletry, vintage toiletry 15 pouch has been just a go-to because it holds all the things, and I love the way it sits. It kind of has like a little bit of a larger bottom piece, and it sits really good in a lot of my bags. So that is always one that I use. That one goes in nicely. This has so much room. I absolutely love the amount of space. I have been using, and I absolutely love this larger wallet. It's kind of the double, I don't know, almost, it's not a trifold, it's a double, but it does all the things. So it has a large zipping compartment, it has the flip fold, but it also has the back compartment back here where it can hold receipts and cash and all that stuff. So I really love that wallet. I haven't been using it for a while because I was using so many smaller bags, and so now I get to use this one, and I'm pretty excited. Okay, guys. If you know, the manicure nail kit, that just always goes. The gum. Now the kids have been so enjoying the bubblegum flavor lately. Quest protein cracker things and chomps because I am a mom and I have snacks in my purse almost all the time if I'm not using too small of a bag. So I have my phone. This one actually I'm going to stick in the front compartment. I don't have enough in my bag today to put anything in the back compartment, but it probably would transition from the phone, besides the phone, to my keys. So my keys always go in the external, well, not always, but generally go in the back pocket. I'm so picky about when I say always because I'm like, without fail, it's okay. So sunglasses go in the bag like this. I'm trying to, there we go. Got to move the gum over, and it all sits so great. The other thing, I might put these back here, but if you wanted additionally, you have that pocket, so you can put kind of whatever in there. And then let's use that back compartment some. So the keys would go in the back compartment because that's just kind of how I roll. And then I know I move my phone around even when I go places, to the front, to the back, around, inside the bag, possibly if I toss it in there. So just kind of how I'm using it, or if I'm not using it and I don't want to have to, really mess with it. That's how the bag would lay out. In addition, like I said, we have, got to grab some of these mom things for you guys. Okay, so we've got a diaper and we've got some little toys. So The toys obviously can just kind of be tossed in there. The diaper easily goes into that front compartment. Now we're looking pretty full here, but still doing a great job holding those items. Zipping the back, and then on the front, how it lays. I've got, let's see, the crackers. So how that lays shut and what it looks like afterwards. I know the diaper went kind of wonky once I pushed it down. So let's put that in the bag instead of there. And then let's see if we can put, I don't know, we'll put the key pouch there. Once I pushed it down too low, got a little wonky, but that's how it lays. It's kind of, the magnet doesn't go until you sit it up. So you sit it up to carry it and the magnet closes. Once it's sitting like this, it kind of sits funny, but it's still closed. It's still closed on there. I feel like it's just kind of an awkward view to show you guys. Let's go ahead and do a try on of this gorgeous piece and let me know in the comments below which size you guys have tried or which size you prefer. I really like this size because it's the middle size, and like I said, you get that back zipper compartment, which is such a game changer in my opinion. I really like that. So let's go ahead and do a try on of this beautiful piece. All right, friends, so like I said, we're going to do the try on of this bag, and I wanna share a couple of details with you that are going to change this bag and possibly make it not work for you or work for you. Like I said, I am 5'5", and this bag is on the second to the last setting for the shortest. I will post the shortest measurement for you, as well as the longest measurement for the drop strap length, because this is a little bit long on me. And if it's a little bit long on me on 5'5", I want you to make sure that the bag's going to work for you before purchasing. So like I said, this bag fits really, really well. It's really comfortable and easy to use. We also see that it holds a great amount. I do have all those items still in the bag, and I wanted to share with you how it looks on, because I know it's a little challenging for the what's in my bag with how the bag sits on the table and all that stuff. This is how it fits. It's really comfortable to carry. Honestly, this is one that I had used with little ones for so long. Even the PM size I was able to use with little ones and carry just what I needed for them. And it was almost like it was small enough to use and still have some of the baby items. That was really helpful. Let me know in the comments below. Have you guys used one of these? Have you had your eye on one? Do you not use it? Is it too long, too short on you? Let me know. I love hearing from you. Also, make sure you find me over on social media, connect with the community over there. I love hearing from you guys. And until next time, bye friends.